Spring crappie in Ohio can be one of the most fun and rewarding times of the year for all anglers alike. I wanted to do an educational video geared towards that bank angler that wants to gain the knowledge, that wants to learn a little bit more or sharpen up his skills. This video contains the basic knowledge that the bank angler needs to fill that basket with his limit. Typically, the month of May kicks off crappie season in Ohio. Anglers need to pay close attention to the water temperatures. Crappie begin to spawn in Ohio at water temperatures of 56 to 60 degrees. The spawning peak takes place at water temperatures when they reach 61 to 72 degrees. Crappie will spawn in water depths of anywhere from 1.5 to 10 foot deep in calm water around structure, vegetation. To find those crappie, you need to look along the banks and channels with calm water, along weed beds and brush piles, down trees, under docks. You can use a 1/16 to 1/32 ounce jig or a small minnow, or you can tip the jig with the minnow using 3 to 6 pound test line. Slip bobbers or carrot floats seem to work best. Set at 2/3 of the depth of the water that you're fishing. Always cast out past your target and slowly bring it back in towards you. That way you don't spook the fish. You can jig without a float by letting your jig sink almost to the bottom and twitch it up every couple seconds. Remember, if you're using a 1/32 ounce jig head, the fall rate on that is about a foot per second. So a 1/32 is really ideal to figure out your water depth. Use a long rod to eliminate having to cast to your target. You can use that short rod if you want to cast long distance to try to hit your targets. Pay very close attention to those water temperatures. Once those water temperatures reach those peak levels, it's on, folks. You're gonna have one heck of a time out there. Once you get on them, you'll stay on them. Especially pre-spawn. They're aggressive. They're wanting to feed before they go guard them beds. The male ones will go guard them beds, and when they're guarding the beds, you're not going to get that feeding bite. You're going to get a bite that's triggered. Remember, folks, crappie have big eyes. They're sight feeders. When the crappie come in for pre-spawn, they're going to come into the channels in that shallow, warmer water. It'll be nothing to catch them right up against the bank, just a few feet out or hugging right up against the bank. It's probably about 1.5 foot deep, 1.5 to 3.5 foot deep, depending on your water depth there. Try up under the docks also, especially at daylight when the sun starts coming up. They'll be up in there getting warmth up against the rocks and the banks. I hope this video helps out a lot of beginners and other anglers that have been fishing alike. There's nothing like getting back to the basics to sharpen up your skills. I will leave you with one really great tip that will help everyone. Folks, if you're out fishing for crappie and you happen to see a man or woman that looks like they're old enough to be your grandfather or grandmother and they're down there jigging away, pay close attention. You just might learn something from them, and it'd probably be wise to maybe go strike up a conversation with them. A lot of people don't want to teach you or give you advice, but it's worth the effort. I guarantee you, you will learn from them. Guys, right here's what it's all about. The old red, white, and blue. Until the next time, tight lines, and we'll see you on the water.